Hey there, had a couple minutes before my son's school was out, so I thought I'd just touch base with you and just share a little bit about what got me thinking last night. We were at our Bible study, Parent Guidance Required. Yes, we need the guidance just as much as our kids do, right? However, something that my husband said in response to a lot of our desires to change and grow really got me thinking. Last time I talked to you, we talked about comparison and about our own strengths, our own gifts that we have to offer this world. And what my husband said last night, after I think a couple of us had mentioned how it can get really weighty thinking about all the things we need to improve, right? I think it's a great thing to want to get better. I think we should always strive to be better every day. But what my husband said was, I just got to a point where I needed to focus more on my strengths instead of my weaknesses. It can get very discouraging when we're focusing so much on our weaknesses that we just don't measure up. And that's where, again, the comparison can really fall into place because we're measuring our weaknesses to somebody else's strengths. So what he said was we should focus more on our strengths and just bolster that more, improve that more, and really use those to better ourselves and better the people around us, better the world, fulfill our purpose, use our gifts, that kind of thing. And I think that's a really good word because I'll tell you, I mentioned I have a stack of books on my bedside table. I'll tell you, part of the reason I haven't finished them to completion is because I can get pretty bogged down by all the things I need to do to be a better person, all the things I need to do to be a better mom, be a better wife, be a better friend, daughter, sister. I'm constantly looking for a way to improve myself, and I still think that that's good. I still think it's good to sharpen your saw and always be looking to improve things. But I think if we can, like my husband suggested, really focus on our strengths and get better there, we'll have more energy and more desire, more motivation to improve the other things in our lives because we're killing it in one way or another, in one area of our life or another. I think it just got me thinking, so I'm curious what you think about that. Is this a good way for us to stay off of the woe is me train, I don't measure up, I'm not worthy? I don't know. Because I don't want you to feel that way. I don't want you to ever stop growing and learning and changing and developing, obviously. I don't think God does either. He's made us all to evolve and to grow and to change and to rely more on Him, but also each other, to help grow each other and hold each other accountable and sharpen each other and lead one another. So what do you think about that? What do you think about focusing more on your strengths? Not to compare again to others, but less on what we need to work on. Keep that in the back of our minds, maybe put it on the back burner, to always kind of address in one way or another, but to focus more on our strengths. Mine is to encourage people, I believe. And so, that's part of why I'm doing this, right? I don't even know if there's a lot of you watching these, but it's really challenged me to find something to encourage you about, and I've enjoyed it, if nothing else, for myself. And so I need to focus on that, and I think this is a good way of me doing that, certainly. But if I'm thinking about somebody, send them a text. Do the things that I'm good at, right? Focus more on the things that I'm good at and less on what I'm not. So yeah, that's your word for the day. Focus on your strengths, not so much on your weaknesses. You don't need to get down on yourself. We're good at that, but you don't need to do it. Let me know what you think, because I'm still kind of back and forth. I'm an introspective person. I like to learn what it is that I can do to change and get better, but I can understand the weight that it can bring too. So I still go back and forth because it's easier for me to focus on what I'm not good at. It just is. When he asked me what I thought my strengths were last night, because it got us talking about what he really meant by it and just dig a little bit deeper into our own personal strengths, it got me, it just was difficult for me to think of my strengths. probably, I don't know if you feel the same way. I mean, I think other people in your life can help you with that, but I just think it's just easier for us to think about the things we need to work on, things we just haven't quite got. And so I'm going to encourage you, think about that. What are your strengths? What are those gifts that you need to share with the world? What are your strengths? And build on those. Do it for 30 days, and then you can read a good book after that. We'll talk to you later.